All right. Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to what is supposedly the Just For Giggles podcast. I'm your host, Aubrey Friedrich, and this is going to be just like an intro episode where I just give the rundown of what this is and what to expect. But before I get into that, I would just like to say that as I was doing some tests before I started recording, I realized how weird it is to be talking at full volume when I'm talking to nobody else. Also, it's really weird to be like talking at full volume to nobody else on camera. I feel so stupid right now, but I'm doing it anyway. To start at the beginning, for years now, my friends and I, well, more so my friends, have had this joke that I should start a podcast because me unhinged is hilarious, or I'm just so funny, or I have the most interesting things to say, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, you guys are funny. That's never happening. And then at one of my friend's grad parties, we were all just chilling, and I guess I must have said something so beyond hilarious. One of my friends was like, "This is why you need the podcast. You just need it. You need it." And then everybody at this table, because we were sitting at a round table, not that that's super relevant, but we could all see each other very, very easily. Everybody's just like, hyping it up, and we have people pulling up like things to buy, and here's all the stuff you need, blah, 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 like on somewhere online, doesn't matter. And I was like, you guys are still hilarious. This is still never happening. And then somehow it did. And I'm sitting here right now. This is going to be nothing bougie, nothing special, bare minimum. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go, how long this is going to last. If anything, I'm just going to do it because I think it's fun. But with that being said, I've had this like in the works, quote unquote, for like 2 months, and I could have easily started this like a month ago, or even a little bit more than a month ago. And I don't even know when this is going to go on the internet. That's crazy. Because I'd get so excited about it, this and that. I keep saying yada yada, but like I don't have anything else better to say. There were times where I just got like so overwhelmed with anxiety about this, and I was like, I don't know if this is something I can do. I feel like I'm doing this just to please others, and I'm not really doing it for myself. This is just too much for me, and I'd have to like take like weeks off of just forgetting about it. It doesn't exist. Blah blah blah. Me and saying blah blah blah. Somebody count how many times I say that. But I do have a nice list of ideas in my notes app on my phone. And I think you guys are going to get to know me pretty well. You'll probably get to meet a couple of my friends. I know you're going to meet a couple of my friends because this is not the first episode I'm filming. It's really stupid, but it's the truth. But, how many times is she going to say but? Blah, blah, blah. I'm really just here to keep it real. I'm going to say whatever the heck I feel. If it's funny, laugh. If it's not so funny, feel. I do what I gotta do. Today, I decided I'd rep this Dr. Pepper shirt that I got. I got it at Walmart. Actually, my best friend bought it for me. If you're watching, hey girl. Actually, you'll probably see her in like the next episode. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea how regularly these are going to be posted while I'm still figuring this whole thing out. So, bear with me, I guess. If there's like a notification thingy, click it. I don't really care. If you're being here, I'm really happy that you're here. If you're laughing at me, trust me, I'm laughing at me too. Internally, anyway. You can't really hear it. I still feel so weird talking at full volume. This is just dumb. I can tell you one thing, is that I have an absurd amount of fun facts in my head. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'll give you one for the day that approximately 110 billion people have, like, walked the face of the earth. Something you'll find out about me pretty quick is that I can't talk or think in a straight line. So I'll start to tell a story, and then I'll have a side story, and then another side story, and I'll be pinging back and forth, and it'll probably take me 15 minutes to finish a story that should have taken like 60 seconds. And it is what it is. I don't know, maybe that makes me interesting. Guys, I really like these little microphones that I bought. I think they're so cute. Is that dumb? It doesn't matter what you guys think. It matters what I think. I can tell you the wheels are always turning up in my head. Always got something going on. You know, something that I've always found fascinating is that people, like, some people don't have like an inner monologue. Like, they don't hear somebody talking, or like they don't hear their own voice. That is so strange to me. I can also like hardly ever focus. Slightly unrelated, but a fun fact about me: my favorite color is pink. I'm 19. My favorite season is summer. If your favorite season is winter, who are you lying to? Nobody's favorite season is winter. Get out. The only cool thing about winter is Christmas or the holidays. But the weather, disgusting. Pass. There is actually, I think I am a pretty interesting person, but right now I'm really just struggling to think about it. I really like words. For those of you watching on YouTube or whatever, or for those of you who can actually see me sitting in this chair talking, in this very squeaky chair talking, you can see my water bottle, but that doesn't matter. This salt lamp. I'm actually going to tell a quick story about this salt lamp. I got this for like my 17th birthday, and I was at a musical rehearsal because I love the arts. I think we were doing Grease at the time, probably my favorite show I've ever done. And 'twas my birthday, and I opened this present, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have one of these. This is so cool. And they were like, somebody was like, it's actual salt. Like, lick it. And I was like, okay. I licked it, of course. It is, in fact, real salt. But then later that night, I went home and I was like reading the box, looking at it, trying to find somewhere in my room to put it. And it said, I don't know what it said for sure because I don't have the box anymore, but it said something like, do not ingest, may contain some carcinogen or something. You guys should have seen the look on my face. Pure insanity. And right next to the salt lamp, we have a cow. Her name is Susie Q. Good for her. I feel like there's so much more I could say, and I probably will say it at some point. I just don't know if that day is today. Thank you guys again so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you found this semi-entertaining, because sitting here talking to myself behind a camera is a little weird. But I talk a lot. Oh my gosh. I talk a lot. It's pretty bad. I talk to myself a lot, but doing it on camera is really weird. I've said that plenty of times. I'm rather garrulous, Garrulous, and loquacious, Loquacious. Loquacious. Right. I think I spelled that right. Both meaning extremely talkative. I told you I loved words. That's all. Again, I'm Aubrey. Hope you found this entertaining. I'll see you whenever the next episode comes out. Thanks again for being here. I don't have an outro, so cue the non-existent outro.